What are you addicted to that you want to quit right away? Eating junk food. I got over this by making a calorie plan. Try limiting your calories. You'll notice that junk food fills it up quick. When you count your calories, you'd want to fit in more food with less calories. It's a commitment for sure. r/Chico helped me with this. I can't even watch TV if I'm not eating chips, cookies, cereal. I once tried to quit eating junk food, but then I realized I didn't hate myself enough to actually follow through. Smoking. I've been smoking for almost 30 years. I'm on day 3 of Wellbutrin, so wish me luck. If the Wellbutrin doesn't work for you, you might try Chantix. It worked very well for me. I used it for a week, then had my last smoke. That was 14 years ago and I haven't even craved cigarettes since then. I smoked for most of 30 years before that. If you suffer from depressive episode, Chantix may not be the best. It has some quite harsh depressive side effects. It's a great medication to help you quit, but it's the brute force method, so make sure you're in a good place before taking it. Procrastination, but maybe tomorrow. Relatable. Or next year? Why do today what you can instead do tomorrow? This should be higher FR. I tried to quit procrastination, but then I realized my laziness is just way too committed to its relationship with my couch. Social media. I found this one way easier to quit when I filled my day pursuing goals. Used to be on social media for hours each day, but I realized I never opened the apps, then felt happier once I put my phone down. Now that I constantly have goals that I'm working on, I find that I go days or sometimes a week or more without opening Instagram and don't think twice about it. Now I'm wondering how many goals haven't been met around the world due to social media alone. I almost posted a similar question today. What can I do instead of browsing whilst watch TV? Hello there. Got a little addiction you want to kick to the curb ASAP? Well, you're in good company, my friend. Join the squad and subscribe to this channel for a laugh and a chance to spill the beans in the comments. We're itching to know, what's your obsession that needs to be evicted from your life? Sugar. Sugar cravings go within like 2 days, no joke. I was eating way too much daily, and after 2 days you can easily go your entire day without it. This comment gave me hope. I will try it. But what do we do about chocolate? I once attempted to quit my sugar addiction, but then I realized my sweet tooth is a well-entrenched rebel in the cavity-fighting army of dentists everywhere. Cocaine. As hard as it may be, rehab is a great option. My best friend started to get really into it. He owed it on some coke that was cut up with some fent, and he has pivoted his life since. The firefighters who saved him inspired him to go to rehab and work towards becoming a firefighter. He just got into EMT school and got us 9 months clean from cocaine. You can do this no matter how far you are, you can always be saved. It's a hell of a drug. You've had cocaine, yes. But what about cocainum? Reddit. Same here. What makes it really hard to quit is that big Reddit has the power to keep us from getting help. Don't believe me? Do you believe the excuse you'll find at r/quitreddit? Hey guys, I have a brilliant idea. Let's all quit Reddit together. How are we gonna do it? Good question. Let's start by making a subreddit for ourselves. Says that sub's been banned. I once tried to quit binge watching TV shows, but then I realized my commitment to avoiding the real world was stronger than any character development or plot twist. Porn, free drug. It's like trying to quit smokes with a pack in your pocket at all time. I've tried so many times. It's the hardest habit to kick. That, and it won't kill you. There's no "oh, I could overdose." For me it's, if I do this, I will continue, my wife will leave me, I will live and die alone. Day by day I have to really feel the fear of that, because it's so easy just to take a peek and slip down that hill. That, and also most of society views it as okay. There's very little social pressure to quit watching porn. It really has to be a strong internal choice, because it's such a normalized addiction that most people don't even think of it as such. Trying to explain things to people who have already made up their mind. True. Also, trying to explain things to beings below level 10 intellect. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. Definitely this 100%. I catch myself doing it way too often. I attempted to quit my obsession with explaining sarcasm to people, but then I remembered that my wit is too busy perfecting its eye roll. Biting my nails. I've done that for 6 years now and don't know how to stop doing it. I just tell myself stop and try to reduce, but I just can't. If anyone has solutions to this, I would love the answer too. I bit my nails for 15 years. What stopped it was me making a conscious decision to carry a small nail clipper in my pocket at all times. Anytime I would bite my nail, I'd say, wait, this can do it just perfect and not leave any small strand, I can get it with my teeth, and pulled out the clipper. Carried on like that for a couple months until I didn't need it in my pocket anymore. The problem with me would be that I would just cut it too much, Lamau, and I already do cut too much, like with the feet. Alcohol. It's not like I wake up and first thing have a drink. But I'm clearly unable to go long periods without, and when I start I just want more. It's such a sneaky fucking drug because it's so widely available and commercials etc. don't help either. My problem is I cannot drink for a few days, but if I start drinking I cannot stop till I black out or wake up with nothing but regrets. See, and I'm more that can't help but drink almost every day, but never more than a 6-pack. So we must have very different underlying issues is all I can figure. Lol. We'll figure it out. I was similar to this. For me it was boredom and not being able to enjoy the stuff I used to enjoy, while sober, like video games and random movies/shows, without a few beers. Sober for a bit now and it requires new habits and introspection for sure. Eating something sweet, or just sugar in general, after a good long workout. I'm setting myself back by a lot every single time. Try eating an apple or banana after workouts, that has worked wonders for me. Sweet but not unhealthy. Switch to lasagna. Sugar is not that bad after a workout. Your body needs a lot of energy to repair the broken tissues and sugar delivers it fast. I tried to quit my post-workout sugar fix, but then I remembered my sweet tooth has a PhD in derailing my fitness goals. Vaping. Never smoked cigs, occasionally had a cigar, never chewed. Starting doing these crappy vape pens and it's only gotten worse over time. I'll finish one, say I'm done, only for a day later to grab on at the store. It's too easy and no odor that lingers. I don't even get a buzz, it just makes my stomach hurt. Exactly me. Also gives me a headache. But I keep doing it. I guess that's addiction for you. Actively doing the thing while the thing causes me pain. Same. I loved it, now I hate it. For me it's as bad if not worse than when I smoked. Sugar. It's so fucking hard. Some things with sugar don't even taste good, but I gobble up anyway, like cosmic brownies. I once tried to quit sugar, but then I realized my relationship with cookies was just too sweet for me to break up with. Weed. Man, and I just came to terms with the fact that I love it. I love the high, the after effects. I love me high cause I don't get bothered by things that normally bother me. Music is easily better and my sensations among other things. But I should be able to do this without a blunt, but when will I be able to? I have to stop the one thing that makes me feel like myself, damn it, in November. Are you me? Expect that I don't have to quit in November, what's up with that? New job on the horizon? I wish you peace and prosperity whatever the reason. I have recently rediscovered how great being high is. I smoked daily for 9 years, until 16 years ago, but quit due to life circumstances. I tried gummies a little over a year ago and it has been life-changing. I am a more engaged parent. I am more focused at work. I am more attentive to my husband. I have more confidence, or maybe more IDGAF. I'm overall happier. I know I am most likely self-medicating my undiagnosed depression, but it seems to be working. Self-harm. Weirdly enough, I took up skating to stop those thoughts only to realize skateboarding is a whole different kind of self-harm. Fucked knees, sprained ankles/wrists, back feels it's aging twice as fast. But at least it's a rewarding skill and makes me feel good. I'm sorry, I hope you feel better soon. Porn. Very odd, but sticking Q-tips in my ears. Yes, it's better than sex sometimes. But I heard it pushes the wax farther in the ear, so I try not to do it. I once pushed too far and could only hear 25% of what I could before on my left ear. Figured it would go away soon and even stupidly tried to somehow pull a bit wax off myself when it really began to annoy me. After 3 days I went to the doctor, he cleaned it, my ear bled from that, and needed to take ear drops because I got an ear infection. Never again. Supposed to use those corkscrew type things instead. But if I didn't use Q-tips at all my ears would get blocked up. I once tried to quit sticking Q-tips in my ears, But then I realized my ears were way too cozy in their cotton swab caves.